Have you ever questioned it? Why do we use money in the strangest way? We want everything, but our pockets are empty. That's not a problem, because we have something magical in our pockets, a piece of paper. Take what you want now, pay later. It sounds so innocent. But that sentence is a trap that has wrapped itself around the lives of millions of people. Today in America, the average credit card debt of an ordinary family is in the thousands, sometimes even tens of thousands of dollars. Student loans are practically soaring through the air, numbers creeping toward the hundreds of thousands. But wait, this is just the debt so far. We haven't even counted the interest yet, and we call this a normal life? Now, let me ask you a question. Has this debt system always existed? Let me ask it another way. Do you think this system of debt has always been around? The truth is, no. If we look at America before 1917, buying things on credit was almost considered shameful. But it wasn't just because of social norms. It was also because the laws simply did not allow banks to charge high interest rates. Banks couldn't really make money from it, so why would they bother giving credit to ordinary people? Do you know who existed back then? Small-time loan sharks. They targeted poor, helpless, desperate people, dark, dirty dealings, and yes, all of it was illegal. But then, the moment everything changed. World War I came to an end. People started wanting big things again. Cars, household appliances, machines. Demand went through the roof. But the government noticed a problem. Loan sharks. They wanted to catch them. But to do that, they loosened credit laws. And then it happened. For banks, personal lending became profitable and logical. For people, debt became accessible. That was the moment the American credit industry was planted. 1929. The Great Depression began. The economy was devastated. Banks were now in serious trouble. So what did they do in response? They loosened the laws a bit more. The goal was to keep the banks alive. But the result? Borrowing became even more widespread. Then World War II arrived. New projects, money flowing. The economy began to recover. Soldiers returned home. The country was wealthy. But credit laws were still loose. And in that environment, in the 1950s, the credit card was born. Debt was no longer a shame. It became almost a form of power. Even worse, it started being presented as success. So what did banks do in this situation? Interest rates came in. Fees increased. Hidden charges were slipped in. Little by little, they kept emptying our pockets. We still feel happy when a credit card gets approved. Think about it for a second. Amazing, I now have the opportunity to lose money for the rest of my life. But in that moment, we don't think of it that way. Know this once and for all. Many people you think are rich are actually completely in debt. Big houses, nice cars, flashy things. But most of the time, all this really shows us is one thing. Mailboxes filled with bills. Homes filled with stress and tension. This is not the American dream. This is a trap. And yes, there is a better way. Imagine this, having everything you truly need, being able to afford most of what you want, and leaving behind a legacy you can proudly pass on to your children. If this gave you a new perspective, subscribe. History gives answers. And I show you where to look.